Hi and welcome. And I'm delighted to be joined today by the Queen of Hogmanay, Jackie Bird, in the Scotch Cred test kitchen.
It's lovely to be here, and this looks fabulous.
So we're cooking something very delicious today. It's a little bit of a twist on a classic Hogmanay dish. We're going to be doing Scotch beef cheeks with some traditional skirlie. We've got some carrots that are glazed with champagne, and then we're just going to finish it off with some potatoes that are laced with a bit of bovril.
That sounds fantastic.
We're using all local Scottish ingredients here, and the star of the show is the Scotch beef cheeks from our local Scotch butcher.
Right, okay, well I'm here to watch, and I'm here to learn, and I'm here to eat.
So Jack, I've done a little bit of prep before we start today. The cheeks have already been trimmed to all the excess fat, and then they've been soaked in a brine overnight. And then importantly, have them out your fridge an hour before you start cooking. And remember to put the oven on to 180 as well.
So we're all set?
We're all set to go. First step, make sure we've got a really nice heavy based pan that can fit all the cheeks in there and also has a tight fitting lid. We're gonna get the temperature very, very hot on this, so it's screaming hot. So we're just about to put the cheeks in the pan now. What sort of dishes would you have over the festive period?
Oh, well, I have a confession to make. I don't cook. I mean, I don't cook at all. Luckily, my husband is a fantastic cook. But what we do have is we have steak pie. We have a great steak pie. And I think like so many families in Scotland, you queue round the block at your local butcher to get a good one.
Yeah. Okay, Jackie, so now that the cheeks are nicely caramelised, we're going to take them out of the pan and turn the heat down. We're going to add some butter, some carrot, some celery and some garlic and just caramelise it off a little bit more as well. So we're going to deglaze the pan with red wine and reduce that by half, and then we're going to add our beef stock.
Is this an expensive cut of beef?
No, not at all. This is about the third of a cost of your ribeye or your sirloin, so incredibly cheap. So that's the stock just up to the boil now. Put the cheeks back in, we're going to get the lid on and put that in the oven for 2.5 hours.
It already smells delicious.
So with the beef cheeks, we're going to prepare some bovril potatoes. Just going to do layers of Maris Piper potatoes, and that's going to be with onions, butter, stock, and just little spoons of bovril all the way through the layers.
Sounds lovely.
So this dish always goes down well at Hogmanay. Any tips for hosting a party?
Actually, watching you cook, how about you keep the food coming and I'll keep the alcohol flowing freely?
Yeah, sounds good to me. So I've already got the carrots underway. I'm going to heavily glaze them with a bit of spices, and just because it's Hogmanay, a little bit of champagne in there as well.
Well, you know, I happen to love vegetables and I adore champagne, so this is a match made in heaven.
So Jack, in true cook and show style, we've obviously got some Scotch beef cheeks and some potatoes pre-ready in the oven. Let's see if we can get that now.
Great.
The cheeks are just out of the oven, really nice and tender.
They look astonishing. Oh my goodness, mouth-watering.
Look at the quality of this Scotch beef.
It's delicious.
It's just beautiful. Back on the stove to keep that warm while we plate up. So I'm going to be serving the beef with some skirlie. Have you ever had that before?
The fact that I don't know what skirlie is, I think that's probably a no.
So skirlie is it's quite common up in the northeast, which is where I'm from. It's pinhead oats and onions, just cooked down very similar way to white pudding. So that's us just finishing up here, so almost ready to plate up. So.
About time too.
So if you want to head through to the dining room, then we'll bring that through for you.
I shall go and rest.
Okay, so now we're just coming to plating up. So we've got our lovely beef cheeks here. And I've just been boiling that sauce down and turning them constantly to get a nice sticky glaze on there. Starting off the plating, we're going to go with our skirlie first of all, and then take your beef cheeks and just pop one of these straight on top of the skirlie. And those lovely glazed carrots that have been reducing for a very long time. And then just to finish our plate, a nice spoon of that reduced beef sauce. And then I just like to serve the potatoes on the side so everybody can help themselves. And that's my dish. Hope she likes it. Here we are, Jackie. This is locally sourced braised Scotch beef cheeks with glazed carrots, skirlie, and the bovril potatoes.
This looks delicious. Oh, Scott, I would be delighted to serve this at my Hogmanay party.
Thank you so much for coming into the Scotch Cred test kitchen today, Jackie, and let me cook for you. And happy Hogmanay when it comes.
Cheers.